Good morning, everyone. Well, yesterday was an unseasonably cold day across Wisconsin. Hate to say it, but it's looking like more of the same for at least the next 2 days. Very little improvement. Keep in mind, normally this time of year we should be seeing high temperatures in the low 60s. Instead, we're going to be topping out in the 40s, it looks like. Look at these temperatures, 8 a.m. this morning. At least it's dry, but we're talking about some still in the upper 20s at 8 a.m. and no warmer than the mid 30s in a couple spots in southern Wisconsin. Noon, still looking dry across the state, but notice how temperatures struggling to warm. 5 o'clock this afternoon, notice some showers starting to return, mainly across southern Wisconsin. This is going to be isolated activity, so not a guarantee that you're going to encounter rain for the homebound commute, but it is a possibility. High temperatures. Actually, it's going to be warmer in the northern part of the state. So if you're in Chippewa Falls or Wausau, probably reaching the upper 40s. But I think much of southern Wisconsin, we're looking at highs just in the mid 40s. And if you're close to the lake, maybe some getting stuck in the 30s. Not going to rule that out. Now, one thing that is nice today is there's not going to be much wind. So it's really going to feel like these temperatures, no wind chill factor to worry about. Now, notice as we get into the evening hours, we're still kind of talking about the isolated activity, but one thing I want to mention, though there might not be a lot going on, I do think that we could be talking about a rain-snow mix at this point as our temperatures drop into the mid-30s. At this point, any activity that is falling, again, there could be some snowflakes mixing in at this point. Now, I do think the best opportunity at seeing this rain-snow mix is probably going to be during the overnight hours. That's when we'll call it scattered activity. And by the time we jump ahead to tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., already past the peak of the activity that occurs during the overnight hours. So still want to mention some isolated showers, again, mainly across the southern part of the state. And I do think it's mostly rain. It looks like our temperatures warmed just a little bit. Could there still be some flakes of snow? Yes, tomorrow morning, but probably mostly rain. And not a guarantee you're going to encounter rain for the morning commute. Notice there are gaps, but I do want to mention it across southern Wisconsin for tomorrow morning. Now, that said, it looks like early afternoon may be completely dry across the state. And once again, we're going to try and warm, but not much. But just like today, as we get into late afternoon, some rain will start to return. Now, particularly, I think, for the western part of the state in the late afternoon tomorrow. So probably the best chance of seeing rain as you're driving home from work is going to be places like Dubuque, La Crosse, Chippewa Falls. Much smaller chance the farther east you are. In fact, I think it'll be completely dry around the Racine-Kenosha area. Maybe a couple sprinkles around Madison. The wind's going back up tomorrow, so these are high temperatures. Notice the northern part of the state cools, only highs in the low to mid 40s. The southern part of the state tries to warm, but not much. Some might get lucky and reach the low 50s, but I think most are going to top out mid to upper 40s. Also, to go along with the cooler temperatures in the north, we're going to call it windy across northern Wisconsin, even across the southern part of the state. Got to call it breezy again with those gusts around 20 miles per hour or so. Now, it does look like the best chance of rain is going to be during the evening hours tomorrow, particularly for the southern part of the state. At that point, we got to call it scattered activity again. So as we go through the day tomorrow, again, some isolated activity in the morning. They're probably dry in the mid part of the day, and then increasing chances as we go through the afternoon and evening hours. Now, as far as temperatures go, if you're wondering, if we can get through the next 2 days, I do think there's going to be improvement. Now, no signs of a dramatic warm-up, but looking over the next 10 days, I don't see temperatures this cold again.